Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Abdilah Rajib Bayuaji, and in this video I'm going to do my assignment, and that assignment is to do a comparison between two articles. And before that, I've already introduced myself, and I am from 3C Critical Reading class. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, now I'm going to do a comparison for the first article. The first article is about improving our elementary school students' English vocabulary through local culture content materials. And as you can see in my PowerPoint here, I'm I'm just listing the things that are being written in the first page of the article. So there is only a title, and second one there's only two authors. The authors are Franz Manurung and also Ignatius Harjananto, and also the affiliation and emails. The affiliation is from University Catholic Vidya Mandala, and and the emails. And why I'm comparing the first page, because it is the first thing that you see when you open an article or a journal. And this type of first page, it's a bit underwhelming because we're about to see the second article, and the second article is more, how you say it, more trustworthy. Okay, let's see. Okay, now this is the second article. The second article is about exploring junior high school EFL teachers training needs of assessments literacy. Now, why do I say this is more trustworthy? Because as you can see from the point that I've written down here, this first page has the title. Of course, there is the title. There is also the journal article. This article is from Congen Education Journal. There is also the volume of the journal and the issue. From You can see from the upper left corner. There is also the DOI. It means that this is actually published and recognized and has its own serial number. And there is also the publishing date. And the important thing is that this article has been peer reviewed, as you can see there. Reviewing author Sami Kim from HUT, Curriculum Instruction, the Education University of Hong Kong, from Hong Kong. And why this is important? It's because that the references that is being used in this article has been authorized and also verified by other critics. So yeah, this article is more trustworthy. Unlike the first article, there is no journal, there is no peer review, peer reviewed about peer reviewed about the journal. And yeah, okay, let's go ahead. Now we're going to do a comparison of the introduction. So the left one is the first article that is about elementary school students, and the right one is about the high school teachers assessment literacy. Now, okay, we're going to do the first, the left one. So the main idea of this introduction is a vocabulary master is a problem encountered by students. Where do I find this? Where I find this, I found this from the first paragraph. Not the first sentence, the second sentence. The first sentence is just an introduction, and the second sentence is the main idea of the paragraph. And this paragraph uses the pattern that analyze. Why? Because it talks about uh, the problem encountered by students, and that pattern and that analyze is what is it? That explain. Okay. Now the second introduction from the second journal is the main ideas about language assessments. Literacy is a key concept and a vital role. And this paragraph also uses the pattern that explain. Why? Because it explains why the language assessment literacy is a key concept and also the vital role. As you can see, the supporting details, there is a what is it called, explanation from other researchers. from other journals and articles. Okay, let's go ahead. Now this is the second paragraph of the introduction. In the left one, it states the main idea that students are active when involved prior knowledge. Where do I find this main idea? Interestingly, that the left one here, the main idea is at the last sentence because it starts with the example from other researchers. Like, for example, according to Ellie, Jiawen, and Hedge, that's the details or the supporting sentence, the supporting sentence for the main idea. And the main idea is the last sentence. Students' knowledge is active when the students can explore more for their prior knowledge. Yeah, that is the interesting thing about the first article. Okay, let's move on to the second article, the second paragraph of the second article. The main idea of this article, of this paragraph, I'm sorry, is that several studies regarding teachers' assessment literacy. Where do I find this? The main idea states from the first sentence because the next sentence after the first sentence is the supporting details. For instance, and the for instance is also a single word that this paragraph uses parent that list. Okay, let's move on. Now, this is the third paragraph of the article. Okay, the third paragraph from the left one, the main idea is about English textbooks that are enriched by schematic knowledge could reinforce students to acquire English. This main idea is also states in the first sentence, and this paragraph, the third paragraph, uses a parent that explain why, because it explains uh, why textbooks with enriched schematics could reinforce students to acquire English. Okay, and the last one from the second article, the main idea is about teachers. Teachers still have an inadequate understanding of assessment principles. Where do I find this? It states from the first sentence. Okay, however, research shows teachers still have inadequate understanding of assessment principles. Hence, they need to improve their assessment literacy. This paragraph also uses parent list. Why? Because it lists all the examples of why teachers still need to improve their assessment literacy. And also there are many single words that points to parent list. Like, for example, recognizing the importance, similarity, and one way to achieve. And this paragraph from the second article, it functions as a literacy review because it states other references from other journals or other articles. Now I want to restate my opinion. So there are the similarities about the two articles, that both of them talks about English education. Like the first article talks about elementary school students learning through local cultural methods, and the second article is about uh, high school teachers' assessments literacy. And the second similarity is that both articles is for teachers and educators. Now the difference is about both of the articles. The first one is about learning through local materials, while the other one is about high school teacher assessments. And the last difference is that the first article participant is elementary school, while the other is a high school teacher, I'm sorry. And yeah, I think that's about it about my video of comparing two articles. I hope you understand my opinion, I hope this video also can help you with your comparison. And yeah, thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.